So I recently realized that I've somehow never made a video on Mina the Hollower. Almost 500 videos on the channel, and I don't think I've ever mentioned this game. Which, by the way, we just hit 11,000 subscribers, so thank you to anyone who's hit that button down under my videos or on my channel page. It really means the world to me. Anyways, Yacht Club Games posted a 2024 game update in June, and, well, I've decided to finally make this video, obviously. From the creators of Shovel Knight comes a new bone-chilling adventure, the story of a little mouse who just wants to dig. A clever and visionary inventor, Mina has a variety of gadgets, weapons, and trinkets, along with her trusty whip that she'll need to bring along with her to determine the fate of a cursed island. As a hollower, Mina can zip under the earth with her burrowing ability, bypassing obstacles and uncovering hidden treasures and secrets. And it's only by using all the resources at your disposal that you'll be able to help her achieve her goal and uncover what lurks in this dark gothic land. So yes, I am very excited to explore this world. Think an 8-bit style Bloodborne platformer, or, Castlevania. A lot of modern indie games have gone with a more modern pixel approach, using fancy lighting effects or using 3D assets to give scenes depth. But Mina the Hollower wholly embraces its Game Boy Color inspirations and looks pretty damn smooth while doing so. The game made over $1 million on Kickstarter in early 2022, and since then the devs have been very transparent with their updates. I very much appreciate them not going silent for years at a time like some other big games on the platform. Still no word on a release window or date, but I still want to go over what's got me so excited about this project. Honestly, the more I look at it, the more the world itself seems to call me in, beckoning me to explore all of its haunted pixels and dark corners. From the Kickstarter campaign, we know that the game is set on Tenebrous Isle, a once run-down place that's been turned into a bustling industrial hub thanks to this new spark generator technology that's been put into place. On the outskirts of the island is Nox's Bayou, a sleepy swamp town with a terrifying monster lurking beneath its quiet waters. And at the heart of the island is the capital city of Ossex. In these trailers, we also see haunted forests, creepy crypts, dank sewers, and a big old mansion that's sure to hide lots of secrets within its halls. One thing I'm really curious about is the interconnected level design that's been mentioned. I know it's kinda just a buzzword at this point, used in as many games as possible, but it always works on me as I'm a sucker for interconnectedness. So Mina the Hollower may have Metroidvania/Souls-like level design, and the world is specifically referred to as huge. The only real genre categorization that I've seen used, though, is the generic term action-adventure. And the devs most likely have done this on purpose, not wanting to put themselves in a box or narrow down our expectations too much. It also isn't ever officially referred to as an RPG, but it does have some of the things you'd expect from one, such as a leveling system. The currency it uses just so happens to be the bones of our fallen enemies, very fitting for the theme. And you can lose your bones if you're not careful. Again, pretty soulsy if you ask me. There are also a bunch of different weapons to use alongside your main whip, and each one gives Mina a different moveset. Secondary weapons take the form of sidearms, like a boomerang dagger or a volt hammer to shock enemies. Burrowing sort of acts as the game's dodge, since Mina is invulnerable while underground, but she will need to resurface pretty often. Combine all this together and combat is shaping up to be fun, fluid, and pretty customizable. As for the story, I briefly touched on that already, and obviously too much of it hasn't been given away yet, but I'm sure we can expect to run into some diabolically evil villains, corrupt leaders, and maybe even some other inventors and scientists like ourselves. The tone of the game was heavily inspired by the gothic horror literary genre. Think Frankenstein, Dracula, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Known for its macabre and morbid tone, the genre's stories often focused on a horrific descent from normality into an unknown world. That's a quote from the game's Kickstarter page, and all of that is shown off quite nicely in this footage. I feel like there's going to be so much hidden in each area, and I think I've got to stop watching these trailers because I'm at the point where I'm so excited that I might start to get sad here soon. So that's it from me. I've seen some of you mention this game in the comments before, so I know a lot of you are on board with me here too. I guess in the meantime, we can all finally play Bloodborne on PC. I've been following that whole story pretty loosely, but I think it should be publicly released soon, and at least there's a way to access the game, even if it's not official. But Sony sucks, like a lot, so emulate to your heart's content.